All right. Well, welcome back into the channel. We now have a part 3 to our little series that we got going on here. First things first, as a continuation off of part 2, of course, we talked to, you'll notice in the comments on part 2, we talked with a couple of those guys from the last video I made, Speed Kills 85. When I say in the comment that was guilty by association, meaning I jumped over to his stream and saw a bunch of the comments rolling in his stream and stuff, and I myself tagged him with the other two that are constantly creating chaos and creating problems. And I myself made the mistake of including him in on that group of 3 guys that I mentioned in my last video because they were in his live stream, and that was my fault. Okay, so Speed Kills 85. I've had some really good races with him this week since. He and I are kind of on the same page. I believe he understood that I made that mistake, and we communicated that, and I think we're cool there. So had some good races with those guys all week long. I think the races have been much better. It's been great to kind of see the communities kind of talking to their guys and kind of helping get everything cleaned up. Worked out pretty well for this past week. Hopefully it's something that can continue. You've even heard me say in a couple of my live streams, even though I can't stand the guy, I've told guys to lay off of Fear No Gears. Like, I know he hit you last week, but everybody's trying to kind of calm things down. So, if he doesn't get into you again, try to let it go. Try to just move on, basically. So you've heard me say that in a couple of my streams, even though I can't stand the guy because he's wrecked us every time we've seen him for the past 6-7 months. But the real problem in this game is still one individual, and the dude needs to be removed. I mean, you can only say it so much. He's a complete joke, and everybody honestly just needs to work together to remove him from everybody's communities, so he has no platform, he has no friends, and he's just a clown doing his own actions, and nobody pays attention to him. I've already noticed he's lost 2 or 3 subs on his little channel since our videos started coming out, and since guys are kind of banding together against him finally. But we got another video clip with his dumbass in here, so we might as well show it off. We'll go ahead and get it started here. And it's a shame that this dude is still allowed to continue in this game and being a problem. I don't understand how after 3-4 years, whatever this game has been around, how do you not have a way to ban people that do stupid ass shit in the game? And of course, you guys have already probably witnessed who's behind me there in the red car. I need to get some here. So as this plays through, there, now I can hear what's going on. See, one guy wiped off there at the beginning. First lap went by real well because, of course, he started in that chicane and was stuck behind us there. And most likely probably would have never caught us if we didn't catch up with some traffic here and get slowed up. So you'll notice this guy behind me and I had a really good race going on too. He was right on my bumper. We were working our way back up to these guys in front of us, and I've had like 3 or 4 races with that guy behind me there throughout the night already at that point, and we've had good races almost every race. It was awesome. And I will say these lobbies have been so much better this last week compared to what they've been over the last couple months with all the chaos. It was really good to see. Glad everybody's kind of, for the most part, starting to calm down on the game a little bit. So that kind of gives you a little bit of an inkling there of how that first lap went. So if we just go ahead and skip it ahead to the second lap a little bit here, you'll start to notice, oh, old Cheech is catching up a little bit because we got to the pack and got slowed down. And then they're going too wide and stuff out there ahead of us, having a good race. So of course it slows the pack down and allows him to get right up on our backside. And then as we come around and start up the back straight, here we go. The first lap and a half was really good, almost 2 laps. And then of course, as we're coming up to the final chicane at the end of the second lap, what's this dumbass gonna do? Oh, let's just full throttle it right through the back of Gibbo's car and send him flying. Yeah, because we're a big boy and we know how to race. I mean, just an absolute clown. Like, what's the point? Haven't raced you in a week? You come on, first race I see you in, and you're gonna punt us. Dude is an absolute joke. It's just sickening that dumb people like this can continue to affect people's races over and over and over, and there's no way to get rid of them. It's ridiculous. So, just another shout out. People, let's remove this guy from our communities. Don't let him have a platform to sit there and communicate with any of us. Everybody. Ban his ass. Get rid of him. Because once he realizes that there's nobody going to tolerate his bullshit, what do bullies typically do? They run around or run away and hide. So, but other than that, fellas, the racing's been great. Other than this one idiot, we've had a lot of really good races this week. Again, Speed, I'm sorry for calling you out amongst those guys. I appreciate you touching base with me and clearing things up. I do apologize for linking you in with them idiots. But other than that, fellas, this was part 3, and probably going to be a series that continues as long as we keep having idiots on track. So we'll see how it goes in the next part. But you guys have a great one, and we will see you in the next one.